You have County Chamber of Commerce Director Wendy DeBay here, along with Pam Stump. Are you on the board, Pam?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Coming up, it's a ways away, and these girls will be back on the show more than once, several times actually, to promote this, is the Business Expo. When is it, Wendy?
We have about 6 weeks, don't we?
It's April 29th. It's always on a Tuesday. It's always the last Tuesday in April, and it's going to be on the 29th this year at the Conneaut Human Resources Center.
You know, when I was on the board in '99, was that the year it started, or was it before that?
Before our time.
Before I was there.
I think it was around that time, and I think Jack Young was ahead of it at that time.
I just celebrated my 5-year anniversary at the Chamber. That's really long for a Chamber Director here in Conneaut. So.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who was the Chamber Director back then. God, my memory's going away.
It wasn't Jeff Clark.
No, it was before him.
Was it Nancy?
Nancy
Jones.
Nancy Jones?
Yep.
Okay.
But it was Nancy.
And an aunt here.
That's a good thing. That's a sign of spring.
Yeah. I had a bunch of bites on my back here a couple weeks ago. I think an ant got down my back.
Oh, that'd be horrible.
Do they bite? Do the ants bite?
The Florida ones do.
My wife said they were spider bite.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to believe it though, do you?
No. All right. This is coming up April 29th, and has anybody signed up to be in this?
We've got about 20 people signed up already.
What's your goal?
Just talk to Debbie about that. We've got to go through, and we'd like to get at least 50 and maybe more. So it's going to be limited pretty soon, and we're still looking for sponsors. We have for $300 you can sponsor the event. You get prime, prime booth space, and then advertising on all of our. We advertise heavily in the newspaper and on the radio. So
You get it. What it is if you have a business out there and you'd like people to learn more about it, you can rent this booth space. How much does that go for?
It's $100 for non-chamber members and $75 for members. So
4 members. When this actually started, it's a kick. This is before your girls' time. It's kind of a throwback to when we had industrial days. What's that?
You can educate us a little bit there.
It's a throwback to industrial days when they used to have, the chamber would sponsor this. They would have a golf outing, a steak dinner, and you'd also have a chance to visit industry. Well, we don't have that much industry anymore, but that was what they did back in the 60s into the 70s. And then the chamber came up with this to have it all in one location at the Human Resource Center. And they don't. You guys don't even. Do you guys have the thing in the summer?
They do appreciation days.
Appreciation days type thing. And that's
For-
what it was.
for
We
at.
have a lunch.
Yeah, for everybody who is a member of the chamber.
Oh, okay.
This year we're bringing back mud volleyball too.
I remember that was a lot of fun.
By popular
Yeah,
demand.
yeah. And I think that you incorporate other, like the Lions Club golf outing in that too.
So.
So you
Everything
make
that's
it like
going on in August, we
It's
try
kind of like a couple-week event. That is separate from the Business Expo. And anybody can go to this expo, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's open to the community, and we actually, hope that a lot of our community would come out and see. There's a lot of businesses that they don't even know are available.
Well, I usually go to them, and because we have a booth there, telephone company does, but they've had really good turnouts, and they have some tremendous door prizes that you give away. And you get a chance to try some good food out too. And it only costs $1, I think, to get in.
And that includes a hot dog, a pop, a soda, however you want to say it.
Mm-hmm.
That was just on Facebook this week that Ohio is the state that calls it pop.
Yeah, down south they call it soda.
Yeah. But you get a can of pop, a hot dog, and a bag of chips for $1, and entrance into it. And then there's other, like the Dairy Queen will be there, Phil's Catering will be there, and those are the only 2 that I've heard from so far, the food services that we'll be providing.
Doesn't that money, that the $1 donation, doesn't that go to the APL?
It does. We've
For-
been giving that to the APL for their spaying and neutering services.
And also, don't the you'll have dogs up for adoption there too, dogs and cats.
Yes, Doc Irene, she's a friend of mine from back in the day, and she's on the board there, and she always brings in some dogs and cats for adoption. I wish that we could adopt them all out, but the first year we did it, we adopted one out to Russ Coltman.
Well, yeah, he was the first one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that was kind of neat.
Yeah. And so even if you don't adopt them, you get to see them because they're a lot of fun to go up and pet and everything. And there'll be some footage of it too, shot. Usually the cable advisory board takes footage of the thing. Now, what's this, Pam?
These are dollar shirts, and actually, if you come into the Business Expo and bring a non-perishable food item for the food pantry, you'll get a ticket to be put into for a drawing. Now, this is the dollar shirt that they're going to be giving away, and it's worth $97.
Wow.
So if you bring in a couple of canned items, you'll get a ticket to put in for the drawing, and at the end of the Business Expo, they'll pull the drawing for whoever's going to win it.
It is really a shirt.
Yeah, well, you can't wear it, but it does look like a shirt.
Yeah.
You know,
it
it's
does.
got, you know, it's
It's just a cute idea.
yeah, it's got, it's all made with $5 bills, and it's got 7 gold coins on it.
Are you going to auction off 2 of them? Or-
No, but actually, I brought this one because this is the normal one. This one's worth $25. These are excellent for gifts when you don't you have to-
Graduation.
graduation.
Yeah.
You don't know where you're going.
Father's Day.
I
What
can
a
make
great
'em.
Father's Day gift. Huh?
Yeah, I can make them for about any amount of money.
Uh-huh.
But I just didn't want people to think that I only make them for $5 each.
What's the most expensive one you've ever made?
I made one that was all $50 bills,
Whoa.
$900,
Whoa.
and then it had Walking Liberty.
What was that?
buttons.
What was that for?
Well, I'll tell you what. I had a guy go into the Conneaut Savings, and he was getting money, and his wife had told him if he came home with one more envelope of money for their anniversary, she was going to leave him because he always gave her money. And he told the girls at the bank that he wanted to get some money because that's what he was going to give his wife. And they said, oh, no, you need to come see Pam. So he called me, and I figured he was coming out to buy something engraved, something personalized.
Right.
He saw the dollar shirts, and he says, how much can I have it made for? I said, well, any amount of money that you want it to be, you just bring it to me and I'll put it together. Well, off he went back to the bank and came back with 18 $50 bills.
No kidding.
And I put it together. A couple days later, I get a phone call. And I wasn't quite sure if the lady was crying hysterically or if she was laughing. And she said, she goes, I gotta tell you, she said, my husband always gives me money. We've been married 43 years. Always, for my birthday, Christmas, everything,
Right.
I always get money. And I thought this time I actually got a gift. And she opened up the box and she was laughing so hard that he gave her money again.
Uh-huh.
But it was
But
the fact
in a
that
different venue.
in a different form. And she called me. She said, "I would really like to take and stick this in my attic for my kids when they go through all my stuff to find the one gift that their dad bought me." So she says, "But I can't put this much money in the attic. Can you make me another one?" So I made her another one with dollar bills and actually new pennies for the.
So you can take the dollars off.
Yeah,
there
you can take it all apart.
without ripping them and all that
Right.
stuff.
Right.
How much do you charge
That's
to
what I
have
was
that
going to
done?
ask her.
Yeah, I charge $10 to make them.
Really?
Yeah. So whatever amount of money.
Intensive
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, they're
That's a good
now
deal.
I've been doing them for a while, so I can knock them out pretty quick. But
That's a good deal.
yeah, and I was just telling Wendy, I had a friend in Canada who was the one who designed this and made it. He had an engraving shop. He wanted to make sure that anybody that came in his shop could walk out with something. That they couldn't say, "Oh, there's nothing I can find."
Mm-hmm.
Well, hey, you know, always the right color, always the right size.
Right, right. That's neat. That's very neat.
I do a lot of them for graduations.
They would be good for, like, if you're doing a fundraiser, you could raffle them off too.
Yeah.
Actually, since we're not making any money on it, I just wanted to give a shout out to my board. My board is the one everybody chipped in to make this possible. My board members. So.
But aren't you raffling those off though? No.
No, that's if you bring a food item.
Oh, that's all you have
You
to
just
do.
have to bring
in a
something from
food
the
item.
Conneaut food pantries, a non-perishable food item, and then you'll receive a ticket.
Okay.
And then all the tickets, we'll draw the ticket at the end of
Okay.
the day. Last year we did it, guess who won? Nick Church.
Did he really?
Yeah, he did.
Wow. Okay. That's
And
neat.
he donated it to the Conneaut food pantry. Of course he did. you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. The reverse raffle you have coming up. too.
Yes. Northeast Ohio Soapbox Derby reverse raffle. It is Saturday, the 29th of March, and it's at the Andrews Party Center. Tim Miola Catering, and they're doing a Duck Dynasty theme. So if you want to come with your best,
That sounds like fun.
your best beard.
Right.
But it is the only fundraiser that the Soapbox Derby does.
We're gonna have it
so-
this year again, right here.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
In June usually,
Yeah, and it's always the
day before Father's.
the day before Father's Day.
Yeah. Excellent. Okay, that is coming up. Again, that'll be Andrus Party Center on March 29th, which is just a couple weeks away, believe it or not.
Yeah, we're 2 weeks away now.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, it's a lot of fun. Kelly and Tracy Welton put it together, and they put a lot of work into it. And the Chinese auction items and the whole raffle itself, they really go out of their way.
Okay.
So, I mean, you've gone to some really boring reverse raffles where you just sit there and don't do anything. They really make it a fun night for everybody.
Always have a good time. I'm going to turn her back over to you, Wendy, and give us an update on how this is going here.
Okay, we still have some spaces available, and if you want to get in on this, it's going to be April 29th at the Conneaut Human Resources Center, and the time for the actual expo itself is 3 to 6 for the general public. But we have a special hour from 2 to 3 for vendors only, where they can come in at noon and get set up, and then from 2 to 3 they can just go around and visit the other vendors without, anybody else in the way. And then also during that time, Phil from Phil's Catering provides food for the vendors for free of charge. So that's really nice that Phil does that.
I believe Keith does too, right?
Yes.
Yes.
From Dairy Queen.
Yes. And there's plenty of opportunities to win door prizes. Most of our vendors bring something to give away, and some of them have separate raffles at their tables. So it's a really nice event. It's a great way to get out and meet. There's because there's home-based businesses, there's manufacturers, there's financial institutions. There's a little bit of everything there. So.
$1 to get in, and you get a hot dog, chips, and soda with that for that $1, and that $1 will go to the APL.
APL.
Yep.
So
And where can you go on a nice Tuesday night and have a hot dog and a bag of chips?
that's your dinner.
For $1.
Yeah, it's a dinner. You can't beat it. You can't beat it, and it's very educational too. And then Pam will have on display these dollar shirt that you bring in a food for the food pantry, and that'll get your name entered into a drawing for that, right?
Right. And we'd like to see a lot of people bring a lot of stuff for donations. Renee can always use the extra stuff.
Yeah, it's been tough. It's been a tough year for
It
her.
has been a rough winter.
It's been a real rough one, and a lot of seniors are now having to take advantage of this because of the situation, and it's not a pleasant thing. I know Renee was supposed to be on the show here a few weeks ago, but some things come up. She couldn't be on here, but she is due for an update on letting us know how she's making out with that situation.
She does a great job.
She
over
does a wonderful job.
And there's another one we graduated with.
there. Yeah.
Oh, with Renee? Really? how do they get a hold of you?
You can give me a call at 593-2402, or you can email me at Connie at chamber@suite224.net, and I'll be glad to email you an application, a registration form. And again, it's $75 if you're a chamber member and $100 if you're not a chamber member. So
Does that include electric and?
yes, that's on the application, the registration / application. If you need electric, you just need to check that box, and then we'll make sure that you're set up near an electrical outlet.
Very good, excellent. Do you have a news release with you on that?
Yes, I do. I'll leave that with
Can you leave that with? Yeah.
Leave them both with you.
Okay.
And anybody that's interested in the tickets for the reverse raffle for the Soapbox Derby, they can give me a call at Imagination Custom Creations.
What's the phone number?
593-6001.
6001. That's not hard to
Yep,
remember.
that's an easy one to remember.
Are you on the committee for that too, or?
For the Soapbox Derby is my charity of choice,
Okay.
so I always try to give them as much support
Yeah.
as I possibly can.
Very popular.
What's your charity of choice? Do you have one?
Anything? No, I don't have.
Surprised so many people come in here trying to sell you things. I always try to sell you tickets to everything.
And I bought them.
I know you do.
I bought the calendar, which, by the way, is at home, at my office at home. And I got an email yesterday asking when the D-Day event was, and I go, let me look up on my calendar, and there it was.
Isn't that
22nd,
nice?
23rd. So that is a very helpful calendar.
I really like the calendar.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll have those for sale at the Business Expo too. We have some left over. And
Oh, do you?
The Board of Tourism is going to be selling them at their tables.
Good, good. All right, come back and see us in a couple weeks or so, and let us know how you're making out. So get this.
Okay.
Keep
Hopefully
this
we'll
afloat.
be able to tell you that we're already at capacity.
Yeah, that would be cool.
And hopefully we'll be wondering if the air conditioning is working in the building that day.
We hope we need it. The way this winter has been. Pam, thank you so much for coming in. Wendy,
Thanks
thank you
for having
coming
me.
in, and we'll see you soon.